Ashley, why don't you go over some of the best practices in working from home? And before you do that, I want to point out I just checked, and there are no questions in the from the audience. If there's anybody who has questions, we're getting close to the point where we're going to be running out of time. It's pretty much now or never to put them um, in the chat room so that we can answer them online. And I will also point out that you have Ashley's and my contact information in the book that you were given with respect to the class. Feel free to use it. Send us an email. That's the best way to contact us, by the way. And ask questions. If you have them, we'll be happy to get to them. Okay, Ashley, go ahead.
All right. So just to kind of recap and translate it into actual action, these are some best practices you might want to have for working from home. First and foremost is establish a routine. So for me, whenever I transitioned to working from home, I have a home office that basically became my brick and mortar office. So I get up in the morning, I get ready, I get to the office with a much shorter commute, and I'm pretty much there till lunchtime, go eat some lunch, and then come back and finish out my day. But the point is, it has a steady routine. So anybody who I work with knows when to reach me, when I'm in front of the computer, and when they can, give me a call or find out what's going on. Make sure that you're communicating effectively with your colleagues and clients. Now, this may look into some different generations that have different go-to communication methods, whether that is by Teams chat, email, text, call, whatever the case may be. Just find a system that works for your team and start using that. Embrace project management and collaboration tools. We talked about the ones with Microsoft Teams and Zoom. Some people find a Slack chat space or different Google workspaces are effective ways of communicating, but experiment with them and find something that is helpful and collaborative for you. And as we just mentioned, you should prioritize self-care and manage your stress. Sometimes it feels like when we're working from home, like we never leave. We never, get outside these four walls. So find whether it's a walk to the mailbox or a walk around the neighborhood or something to have some you time to refocus and recharge. And then make sure you're staying up to date on technology and software and everything relevant to the legal profession. We've recommended a lot of malware and antivirus software, things like that. You need to stay updated and aware on how effective those are. Sometimes they very frequently will have updates to make sure they're capturing the latest attacks. So you need to make sure everything on your system is up to date to be able to address those attacks so you don't fall victim to them.
Yeah, and one quick aside, lots of people when they're practicing from home tend to be more casual about everything, including their attire. And I will admit that I often do my work wearing a pair of running shorts and a t-shirt. Be very careful about what you wear when you go online in a Zoom meeting or in a video conference. There are attorneys who have actually had this, and I'll use the word stupidity, even though my grandson will say that's not a good word, but it's pretty stupid to go online without a pair of pants on and thinking that you're hidden, by the table, and then forgetting that you don't have pants on and standing up. And that's actually happened. It's documented. I won't tell you the name of the attorney. He seems to have recovered from it, but it was an embarrassing thing, and you should be very careful about that. If you're sitting down, it's obviously something that people will not see, most likely, unless you have the memory blank and stand up, and all of a sudden they see you're wearing your underwear, or hopefully you're wearing underwear. But anyway, just be aware of that. The other thing I will advise you in similar context, be very careful about where you schedule your video conferences. I've actually seen people show up at court hearings doing a video conference from their bedroom with the bed unmade, which is why we said earlier, you really want to try to have a separate environment that you use for that. You want to not have it in your living environment. But these are things you need to look around and be careful about. It's part of staying current. It's part of being professional. It's part of presenting yourself and representing your client in the most effective, efficient, and professional manner that you can. Okay, I still do not see any additional or any questions from the audience. So let me just briefly recap, as we have just exceeded the 1 hour point. We're now at 63 minutes. And I was told that if we don't stop by 65, we could be in trouble. The paradigm is shifting from attorneys working in brick and mortar offices to other venues, including their homes. Available technology easily allows the creation of a professional work from home environment. You just have to use your common sense and get appropriate technology and put it all together. Attorneys have to be mindful of ethical considerations when working from home, just as they must anywhere else. Working from home can, however, present some additional challenges and some additional ethical issues that you need to pay attention to. Attorneys always have to concern themselves with their mental health as well as their physical health, and understand what working at home means, and that it can pose additional challenges to your mental health as well as your physical health, but even more to your mental health. All right, we've reached the conclusion of the program. I want to thank everybody for attending. I hope you enjoyed the program. I'm not seeing any messages being added. So if you have them, as I mentioned earlier, feel free to email Ashley or me, and we will get back to you at our earliest opportunity. All right, Andre, I think we're done. You can close it off.
All right. Thank you.